Ever pondered what would happen if someone ingested gasoline? It's a question that might seem outlandish or even absurd, but it's one that holds an incredibly important discussion within its folds. As we navigate through this exploration, it's crucial to understand the gravity of the subject matter we're dealing with here. Ingesting gasoline is not an offbeat science experiment, it's a life-threatening situation. The volatile liquid that powers our cars and generators is packed with harmful chemicals, making it extremely dangerous if consumed. This is not a topic to be taken lightly, and it's certainly not an instance where curiosity should get the better of us. The consequences of ingesting gasoline are dire, and understanding them could very well save a life. So let's delve into the unknown together, shall we? Well, today we're going to dive into this dangerous scenario. Gasoline, a common fuel source, is more than just a liquid that powers your vehicle. Let's delve into what gasoline truly is. At its core, gasoline is a petroleum-derived flammable liquid. It's primarily used as fuel in internal combustion engines, such as the one probably sitting in your car right now. But gasoline is not just a one-component substance. It's a complex mixture of over 200 hydrocarbons that can contain anywhere between 4 to 12 carbon atoms. The exact composition varies depending on its source and the specific processing it has undergone. Among these hydrocarbons, you can find substances like toluene, xylene, and benzene. These names might not mean much to you unless you're a chemist, but they're essential to understanding why gasoline is so potent. Toluene, for instance, helps boost the octane rating of gasoline and improves its efficiency. Xylene, on the other hand, is a solvent and helps reduce the chance of engine deposits. However, these chemicals are not exactly friendly to human health. Take benzene, for example. It's a well-known carcinogen, which means it's been directly linked to causing cancer. Toluene and xylene aren't saints either. They can cause a host of health problems when humans are exposed to them in high concentrations or for extended periods. The potent smell of gasoline that many of us might find oddly appealing, that's largely due to the volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, it contains. These compounds evaporate quickly, and when they're inhaled, they can cause health issues ranging from dizziness to headaches. So while gasoline works wonders in powering our vehicles and making modern life as we know it possible, it's not something to be taken lightly. Its composition is a cocktail of chemicals, each with its own set of health hazards. Clearly, gasoline is potent, but not in a way that's beneficial for human consumption. Swallowing gasoline is not just harmful, it can be lethal. This statement might be shocking to some, but it's a harsh reality that needs to be understood. Gasoline is not a beverage. It's a hazardous material that can cause severe damage to the human body when ingested. So what exactly happens when someone swallows gasoline? Well, the immediate effects are pretty distressing. The person might experience a burning sensation in the mouth and throat. This is due to the corrosive nature of the chemicals present in gasoline, such as toluene, benzene, and xylene. But the discomfort doesn't end there. Vomiting is another common reaction to ingesting gasoline. The body recognizes that it has ingested something harmful and tries to expel it. Unfortunately, this can cause additional problems as the gasoline can be aspirated into the lungs, leading to a serious condition known as chemical pneumonia, and the hazards continue. Ingesting gasoline can also cause bloody diarrhea and severe abdominal pain. This is because the harmful chemicals in gasoline can damage the lining of the gastrointestinal tract. It's a deeply unpleasant experience, to say the least. One of the more alarming symptoms of gasoline ingestion is dizziness and headaches. This happens because gasoline can affect the central nervous system, impairing normal brain function. If enough gasoline is ingested, it can lead to loss of consciousness. This occurs when the toxic chemicals in gasoline interfere with the brain's ability to function properly. But it's not just about immediate symptoms. The long-term effects of ingesting gasoline are equally concerning. Chronic exposure to the harmful chemicals in gasoline can lead to various forms of cancer, including leukemia and kidney cancer. It can also cause irreversible damage to the lungs, liver, and kidneys. And let's not forget the most severe consequence of all, death. Yes, ingesting gasoline can be lethal. This can occur due to a number of factors, including respiratory failure, cardiac arrest, or severe damage to vital organs. So it's clear that swallowing gasoline is a dangerous gamble with life. It's not something to be taken lightly or brushed off as a minor concern. It's a serious issue that can have devastating consequences. The takeaway message here is simple: don't ingest gasoline. It's a hazardous substance that's meant to power engines, not to be consumed by humans. Keep it out of reach of children, and if someone does ingest it, seek immediate medical attention. Let's remember, prevention is always better than cure. It's far easier to avoid ingesting gasoline than it is to deal with the painful and potentially life-threatening consequences. So let's stay safe and keep gasoline where it belongs, in our vehicles, not in our bodies. Ingesting gasoline is a dangerous gamble with life. If someone ingests gasoline, immediate action is crucial. Upon realizing that gasoline has been consumed, the first thing to do is to contact emergency services. Dial your local emergency number without delay. This is not a situation to be taken lightly or to be dealt with at home. Medical professionals are equipped to handle such emergencies and can provide the necessary treatment promptly. In the meantime, while waiting for help to arrive, there are a few things that you can do. Firstly, resist the urge to vomit. It's a natural reaction to want to expel the harmful substance from your body, but in this case, it could actually make things worse. Vomiting could push the gasoline further down into your system and potentially allow it to enter your lungs, which can lead to a serious condition called aspiration pneumonia. Next, if it's possible and if you're not allergic, try drinking milk. The fat content in milk can help encapsulate the gasoline in your stomach, reducing its absorption into the body. However, this should not be considered a solution or a treatment, but rather a temporary measure until professional medical help arrives. Avoid alcohol. While it might seem like a good idea to drink alcohol in an attempt to dilute the gasoline, alcohol can actually increase the absorption of gasoline into your system, making the situation even more dangerous. Lastly, stay calm. We understand that this is easier said than done, but panic can exacerbate the situation. Try to slow your breathing and stay as relaxed as possible while you wait for help. In all this, remember that these are just immediate actions to take while waiting for medical professionals. Once they arrive, they will take over and provide the appropriate treatment. Remember, every second counts in such a critical situation. Ingesting gasoline is an alarming health hazard. Let's recap why. Gasoline, a flammable and volatile liquid derived from petroleum, is filled to the brim with harmful chemicals like toluene, benzene, and xylene. When ingested, these chemicals can wreak havoc on our bodies, causing severe burns in the mouth and throat, vomiting, bloody diarrhea, abdominal pain, dizziness, headaches, loss of consciousness, and in the most severe cases, even death. Simply inhaling gasoline fumes can lead to poisoning. Now, if someone accidentally ingests gasoline, it's crucial to remember a few things. First and foremost, call emergency services or head straight to the nearest hospital. However, avoid inducing vomiting, as this could push the gasoline further down and cause it to enter the lungs. If possible, try drinking milk, as it can help bind the gasoline in the stomach. Also, refrain from consuming alcohol, as it can enhance the absorption of gasoline in the stomach. Treatment for gasoline poisoning generally involves procedures like stomach washing, activated charcoal, and respiratory support, all of which would be administered in a hospital setting. The specific treatment would depend on the patient's symptoms and overall health condition. Now let's discuss prevention. It's absolutely vital to store gasoline and other harmful substances out of reach of children. When working with gasoline, always wear protective gear like gloves and goggles. Avoid smoking near gasoline-powered vehicles to prevent accidental ignition. Clean up any gasoline spills or leaks immediately, and if you detect the smell of gasoline, leave the area and get some fresh air. In summary, ingesting gasoline is extremely dangerous, potentially fatal, and should be avoided at all costs. Always be aware of the dangers, and don't hesitate to seek immediate medical help if you suspect poisoning.